Fox News alert again for you now. President Obama faces growing pressure from Democrats to approve the Keystone XL Pipeline. 11 Senate Dems now calling on the president to make a final decision by the end of May, writing this. This process has been exhaustive in its time, breadth, and scope. It has already taken much longer than anyone can reasonably justify. This is an international project that will provide our great friend and ally Canada a direct route to our refineries. Guy Benson is the political editor for townhall.com and a Fox News contributor. Bernard Whitman is a former Bill Clinton pollster and Democratic strategist. Great to see both of you.
Howdy.
All
hey,
right,
Gretchen.
So Bernard, I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
Good.
You got these Democrats now. They say they want an answer from the president before the end of May.
This Democrat does too. I've been on record for quite a long time saying we should approve the Keystone Pipeline. I do think it's important to measure economic development against environmental impact, but that's been done. We've had 5 studies over 5 years. Each one of them has concluded that the pipeline could be built with minimal environmental impact. It's time that this thing get resolved and get approved. And I, like most Democrats, actually favor the pipeline. And in fact, quite frankly, the only set of Democrats where the majority oppose the pipeline are rich Democrats with advanced college degrees. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a rich Democrat with an advanced college degree, but I think we need to get where the people are, and the people are in favor of this, so we need to move it forward.
That's interesting because that's according to a poll. I want to show you another poll number because currently 61% favor building the pipeline while 27% are opposed. This is just Americans in general. These views have changed little over the past year. But Guy, why is it then, if Bernard's right, that most Democrats agree with the Keystone Pipeline, why did Secretary of State Clinton not agree with it, and why does President Obama not agree with it? As of yet.
Politics and ideology. I mean, that's your basic answer. And I think it's a fascinating political question here. This is a dilemma for the White House because on one side they have public opinion, which is overwhelming. You just showed the poll. And you also have these vulnerable Democrats from purple and red states begging the president for a win. They want to be able to come home to their constituents and say, look, I disagreed with the president, I stood up to the White House, and I got this done for the American people. And giving them something like that to wave around in a tough election year would obviously be very helpful to them politically.
Right,
but on the
so you know
other
what's going to
side of the
happen,
ledger, Gretchen,
okay, go ahead first.
I was going to say, on the other side of the ledger, you have billionaire donors of the Democratic Party who are big environmentalists like Tom Steyer, who doesn't want to see this built, and part of the real core base of the Democratic Party. They really vociferously oppose the Keystone Pipeline, and Democrats are very nervous about whether they can turn out their base in November.
But another big part of the Democratic Party, unions for the most part, are in favor of building it, so you could say that that would balance it out. But Bernard, here's my question. Is the president going to suddenly approve this right before the midterm elections?
I would hope that he would approve it within the next few weeks.
No, but is he going to do it to try and bolster the Democrats and say, oh, yes, I finally came to this exhaustive decision, and it's going to look as if it's completely political?
Look, everything in a political year is viewed through a political lens, but I would hope that the president would approve it and approve it in short order. Why? Because it's the right thing for the American people. It's the right thing for our economic
development. Well, then why hasn't he done it thus far?
Well, because he wanted to make sure that there would be little environmental impact, and we've seen that to be true in 5 studies over 5 years. Frankly, he should have come out right after the State Department review came out in January and said it again. We could do this with little environmental impact. He's waited too long. It needs to get done, and it needs to get done now.
Good point, because those studies have been in for some time. All right, I got to wrap it up there, guys. Have a fantastic day.
Thanks, Gretchen.